here it is, the Dadvocate's formal list of how to best goon together. After all.
Oh my god, do you all have your notepads with you?
A couple that edges together stays together. That's what I always say.
I mean, but it does seem like that would probably happen, yes. Hi YouTube, welcome back in how. My name is Cypress, and if you didn't know yet, I stream live on Twitch. If you would like to see me play games, or hang out with me in my community live on stream, or if you would like to say that you didn't know that I stream live in my chat, go to twitch.tv/vtuber and I hope to see you there next time. Today we'll be watching another video by the Deconstructing. This is Are Women Freakier Than Men? Don't forget that if you like the video that we are about to watch, to go to the Deconstructing and subscribe.
I fear I need a man.
I don't need therapy. I need some rough ass. Ooh.
Hi, my name's Amber. I'm
Hi, Amber.
passing the phone to somebody who needs to get laid. It's me. I need to get laid.
Oh my god, just an innocent girl looking for the smuttiest book she can find. What is this song? What is this audio?
I just need something.
Woosha, Kinga Woosha, Kinga Woosha, Kinga Woosha!
You know, I mean, if that's really what you want, that's okay to want. I just don't understand why these videos need to be made and put online. Alright! When the tentacle monster wants you to bear his young. Oh shit! Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good.
Few things have captivated men more than the allure and mystery of the female sex drive. It really is just the Pandora's box of the world. The Pandora's... I was gonna say Pandora's bussy. Don't do that.
Pandora's bussy, what the fuck?
Really the Pandora's box of the world that has beckoned many a question since the dawn of time. Questions such as, how do I get that? How can I have that? And can I have the booba? Ooga. Which eventually leads to other questions like, how often does she like this? Which parts about this does she like the most? And what else do we both like? But I've realized a lot of guys avoid asking questions about this stuff because they think to themselves, there's no way that any girl is going to be interested in the stuff that I want to try.
That is so wrong. Like, literally, that is so wrong. Everyone is different. So a lot of girls, some are more freakier than the others. Some might be even more freakier than you. Some, of course, are not as freaky as you. Everyone is different. We all come in different sizes and flavors.
The reason a lot of women aren't asking these questions is because, well, women just don't initiate sexually. Not as much as men. Which we should. We strongly benefit from it, but that's a conversation for another time. For now, we don't. Many women do have dark, dirty, salacious desires, but we keep them to ourselves. We keep them nice and bottled up to stay ladylike and just impatiently
I'm a lady. I do not have such things.
wait for the day that a kind young man comes along, shows us his tender heart, and then gently choke slams us into the bed. Oh yes. It's true, boys. Girls can be gooners too.
Yeah, cause
But I feel like these days it's coming more out. Like, I remember that I saw like a Twitter post of a girl that was like, I've read so many books. I don't know, it was like 100 or maybe not. I thought it was 100, but like she showed this pile of books and then people in the comments were like, they're literally all smut. So yeah, the girls are starting to be more open about it.
If you're as internet brained as I am, you may have actually seen a video from fellow YouTuber Shoe on Head called Female
Oh
Gooners
yes, I have
Must Be
seen
Stopped.
that.
In this piece of absolute cinema, Shu covers the darkest dredges of female goonery. You will never look at Highland cows the same again.
You know, I was at a point that I actually forgot about Morning Glory Milking Farm, but you have reminded me that that exists. Thanks, I guess.
It's actually not what we're going to talk about today. Today we're going to be covering just regular goonery, your average goblin time, just your standard unholy bedroom activities. And we're going to ask a very important question.
Yes.
Are women as kinky as men? Is it possible that in some areas they may actually be kinkier? And what are women's top reported
100%.
sexual fantasies? We are going to get deep, deep into this topic's guts, but first, we're going to have to start at first base. There is actually one necessary centerpiece that exists in every fantasy women have. It's actually the heart and soul of all things intimate, and it's pretty simple. Not smelling like ass.
Yes! Like, like, I don't know. Like, why would you want to do something when you keep on smelling like f***ing shit? Like, you cannot get turned on or whatever when someone smells like shit.
Breath doesn't care how many sacrifices you've made for your wife, how much you earn, how tall you are, or whether or not you were an Eagle Scout. It comes for us all indiscriminately. See, I can teach you a lot about what women are attracted to, what they desire, what revs their engine, but sometimes the only difference between she's flirting and she's stepping back is your mouth being a crime scene. That's why I'm excited that today's video is sponsored.
I mean, I assume, guys, it's also the same for you, right?
Sponsored by Breath Death, the brand behind Crystal Breath. Exploding mint crystals that kill bad breath on impact and take your confidence to the next level. These aren't your average mints or gum. There's no endless chewing, no fake ingredients, no perfume masking. Crystal Breath dissolves in seconds and actually kills bad breath at the source. Powered by zinc, these mints attack sulfur compounds in your mouth that cause the stink. So you're not just covering it up, you're killing it. And it keeps you clinically fresh for up to 4 hours. So your mouth isn't just waiting around to be caught with its pants down. They're all natural, fast acting, 0 calories, dentist approved, and pack a powerful peppermint punch that you will not be able to get enough of.
Oh, wow. That sound makes me think of like those candies that I used to eat when I was a kid, like those powder, like the powdered stuff. I don't know what that's called. It's been so long since I had that.
They're really fun to use, and honestly, it's like a party trick that you can share with your friends who may or may not desperately need your help. And because Breath Death is sponsoring my video, they are offering you, my audience, a fantastic deal. When you click the link in the description box down below, or the QR code right here on screen, and subscribe to the 8-tube pack, you will not only get 15% off and free shipping, but an extra 10% off just for watching this video. It is an exclusive deal you are not just going to find anywhere else. So click the link and start your mission against bad breath today. Now, let's get back to the question at hand. Are women bigger gooners than men? So let's just...
I mean, like, I don't think you can say, like, men are bigger gooners or females are bigger gooners. Because everyone is different. But we both have people, we both have the groups that are big gooners and the group that's, like, almost not a gooner.
Let's get one thing out of the way right here and now. Women do not have higher sex drives than men. There will be people who try to convince you of this, and I'm sorry, they're just incredibly misinformed and don't understand how testosterone works. Now, a singular woman can absolutely have a...
According to stories I have heard from males, I'd have to disagree. I don't know if it's true or not, but if I have to believe the stories, I have to disagree.
higher sex drive than another singular man.
Oh, a singular man, okay.
By and large, testosterone is where the horny lives, and men just have buckets loads
Okay, so she means, I guess, like, if you had a big group. Okay.
more of that than we do. So that's just science. But women do have sex drives, and when they use them, they can be freaks, okay? It's just that our sexual interests manifest in a different way than men's do. And when you actually lay it all out, it's actually pretty interesting, which is exactly why we're gonna do that today.
Ooh.
And we might be able to finally explain why women read their smut while men watch it.
Watch it. Watch it. Fucking watch it.
But let's get right into the first rabbit hole I jumped into. The first question I explored was, how prevalent is BDSM amongst women? If you don't know what BDSM is, it's basically anything that falls under the umbrella of bondage, domination or discipline, sadism, and masochism. And there is a ton of data on this. Across several sexual studies that I looked into, it looks like anywhere between 40 and 70% of women self-report enjoying BDSM in some variety. So,
I mean, I'm not really surprised by that percentage, to be honest.
women can be pretty spicy. To get extremely specific, this one study showed that 20% of women enjoy being tied up or doing the tying, 30% enjoy spanking, and around 8% actually full-on go to BDSM.
There are parties? I didn't know there were parties! BDSM parties?
Or dungeons. No, I did not stop.
Dungeons? streets.
Stutter, I said dungeons.
What do you mean dungeons? I need more answers. I need to hear more details about this.
Some people pay extra for that.
Holy shit. Okay. That's interesting, honestly. Not gonna lie.
Studies also show that women are significantly more interested in being submissive than men are. Of those women under the BDSM umbrella, about 60% of them report enjoying being dominated or being in a submissive role. So you might be wondering, why? Why do so many women enjoy being manhandled and thrown around and told what to do? Well, because they finally get to turn off their brain. Because finally someone else...
I mean, I guess it makes sense. I feel like in general, when you have a relationship, right, but there's a man and there's a woman, I feel like in general, the woman is like worried about like a lot of stuff, while the man isn't as worried about those stuff as the women is, because the men are more like, yeah, it's gonna be fine. And the women are like, no, it's not gonna be fine. We have to think about it. So yeah.
is making all the decisions. And because there's something kind of hot about someone exercising a bit of authority. But that's enough of me telling on myself. Men may not realize it, but there are a lot of women with a wide range of fantasies. Many researchers actually believe that women have just as many, if not more, sexual fantasies than men. It's just that they're a lot less likely to actually act on them. And that's for a few different reasons. And this is kind of where purity culture and the societal pressure to shame women for every expression of sexual interest thing.
I mean, honestly, that is true. I feel like also in my own culture, like guys can do or say like things regarding this without people judging them for it. But then when a woman does the same thing, she is a whore, she's a slut. So yeah.
Every expression of sexual interest they have is kind of ruining the fun for everybody. Most women have spent their entire lives getting called sluts or whores over the most menial thing.
There you have it.
That it's gotten to a point that a lot of us do not feel comfortable pursuing men sexually or expressing our sexual desires. So it just gets internalized. Well, until it doesn't. I mean, you can only really bottle something up for so long before it becomes a female-dominated $1.5 billion a year industry. Yep,
sorry.
I'm talking about romance books.
Oh,
Women's suppressed sexual fantasies have created a fiction genre that consistently outsells the ever-living life out of every other fictional genre out.
Well, is it smut?
Romance novels outperform sci-fi, fantasy, thrillers, mystery, crime, combined.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I read romance all the damn time. I read romance mangas and webtoons all the damn time.
What the hell are women writing about in there that's got us all salivating like degenerates? A lot of people are going to tell you it's minotaurs and hockey-playing vampires. And
no, but I actually really hate, like, I don't read romance novels because I fucking cringe from them. Like, what the fuck is this milking minotaur shit, okay? Or like sometimes when they write out like, Danny slammed me to the door or something like that. I'm like, ew. It's like really awkward to read that.
Sometimes it is. But honestly, these women aren't actually reading for the blood red eyes or the cloven hooves or whatever the guy has. It's for the passion and closeness the two characters share, whatever those two characters might be.
I agree with that. That's also, I guess, the reason that I read. I like the fluffy feeling that I get inside when I see the two main characters like loving each other and caring for each other.
So I really did a deep dive into what women say is the hottest fantasy they have, the thing that they look for the most when picking out romance novels. And between melting candles and blindfolds and entire swing sets, the number one hottest fantasy that almost every woman seems to express is a loyal partner who loves her. Who knew?
Yeah.
According to Leitenberg and Henning, 1995, in the Journal of Sex Research, women's most common fantasy themes involved simply feeling intensely desired or wanted, being pursued, or being irresistible to their partner.
I have to say, I agree.
Spoiler alert, men actually reported that as their top fantasies too.
Damn, we're all just the same in the end, huh? We're all just the damn same.
Now, a lot of you might be thinking, okay, easy enough. Of course I'm attracted to my partner. My body literally shows her that I'm attracted to her.
Is that her trying to show that it goes up?
But when women write romance novels, you're never going to hear Asher propositioning Priscilla with, hey, you got time for a quickie? They're looking for Gomez and Morticia.
That's true. That never happens. It's exactly like this. Gomez and Morticia, yes. Okay, maybe not always, but it's more like Morticia than, hey, do you want to do a quickie?
Doesn't just get right to business with Morticia. He savors that woman. He really smells the wine before he even starts to take a sip. You know what I mean? All right,
Yes.
I'll just say it. Foreplay, people. What I have learned is that if you could get a woman to genuinely believe that she is beautiful, she will be a complete freaking freak after that. So it goes, make her feel loved and safe and beautiful, and then the second highest most reported fantasy is power dynamics. Like I said, a lot of women report wanting to be dominated. Now, know your audience.
I feel like I'm getting exposed, but yes.
Just try this on anybody. But for the women who do enjoy this dynamic, it's not about surrendering power because it's still consensual. It's about shifting the power dynamic so she can unload cognitively. A lot of women get what's called decision fatigue. They make so many decisions and so many choices that they just want to not. You tell her what to do. But also because
I guess I have to agree with that. Like, in daily life, I'm so busy. I'm thinking all the damn time. And sometimes I just don't want to anymore.
Incorrectly, this deeply intensifies the feeling of being desired that so many women crave. It puts a certain focus and deliberate attention on only her that makes her feel exclusively wanted, which plays into two of the other most commonly reported fantasies from women. One being emotional intensity, and two being chosen over others. And these two desires have been consistent forever. Evolutionary psychologists have
saying none of these were something freaky, man. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is all normal.
Consistently found a link between women wanting to be exclusive and chosen over other potential partners and an increase in their sexual arousal. They want to feel like the top dog, man. And
You wouldn't want to feel like a top dog.
Imagine this is even kind of similar in poly relationships, where even if they allow you to date and sleep with other people, they
Oh my god, I could never be in a poly relationship. I mean, like, if you're in one, all the power to you, honestly. But I can't. I am not made for something like that.
still want you focused in and locked in on them while you're together. So top female fantasies so far: being loved, being chosen, being exclusive. What's our next top fantasy? Well, role-playing. My entire Dungeons and Dragons audience is just like, no, but seriously, pay attention. You guys might actually...
For a second, I thought she was gonna say she does DMD roleplay in the bedroom, and I was like, what?
Because I even dove so deep...
I mean, people could, I guess. If they like it, they like that.
onto this subject that I even made a list of women's top role-playing archetypes. So once again, this is where we see power dynamics.
Is it gonna be doctor? Because every time when someone mentions this, it's always like doctor and nurse.
Come into play. Because preferred
Or
role
doctor or nurse and patient.
playing scenarios usually involve professional versus civilian, structured authority versus the rule breaker, order versus
I guess that's the thing that I said, like the nurse and the doctor, or the nurse and the patient.
surrender. But another one is the stranger or first encounter role play, where you pretend that you either don't know each other or this is your first time meeting. There's the rescuer protector fantasy, where you need to save her from something and prioritize her, or the forbidden relationship where it's not supposed to happen. Women love this stuff because it's narrative driven. And a lot of women's deepest fantasies are context based. And when you look really deeply at them, a lot of these fantasies are being desired and craved, usually by a dominant figure. So you might be wondering, Lauren, if all women really want is a kind, loving, loyal man, why do so many romance novels end up looking like that?
I do not have an answer for that either. I don't know. Mating with Mellows? What the fuck is that? Bigfoot's bride. Holy shit, taken by the pterodactyl! Unicorn, wait, what? Unicorn horn of desire. Tender wings of the... You know what I feel like? I wonder if, like, the ladies that read these novels, they just pick them up because they're like, oh, that's f***ing funny. And then they start to read, and then they're like, oh shit, I'm kind of into this. Is that how it happens? Because I just can't, like, I'm someone that, like, I judge a book by its cover, okay? If the cover is fucking ugly, I'm not buying it. Like this, I'm not buying it. This, I'm not buying it. But like, the only reason that I can think of that I would buy is like, maybe I'm like, that looks funny. Must be shit. Let me see. And then I read it and I'm like, oh, fuck. Story's kind of good though. And so I wonder, is that the reason why people pick it up? Or do they really see like this fucking unicorn on the cover and they're like, oh shit, I want to read that? No, right? It has to be like, oh, that looks funny. Let me see. Like this one, maybe I would pick up this because it just looks funny. Maybe this one because it's not a fucking animal. Maybe I will pick it up. But the others?
Well, for the same reason, men can't watch normal smut anymore either. It's because 90% of the time, we're choosing smut over each other. We're not communicating as humans, and instead we're just letting the capital...
Oh, also I forgot, like, the thing that Sean had also mentioned in that video. Like, she was reading, like, comments of people that said their reasons for why they want it, and, like, some people are like, I can't imagine myself with it. Something like that.
This rage bait factor is designed to sell the smut in the most dramatic way, take over. That's why all of your smut is, like, stepsisters and shit, and all of ours is like ogres
Wait, the fuck is it? Step, bro, I'm stuck.
and dragons and shit. Until men and women learn to communicate again.
Why are we reading about ogres and dragons? I'm reading about werewolves and vampires because they're kind of still humans, you know, and devils and demons. Like, at least they still look human. I can kind of get it from a standpoint that you're like, yeah, but I want to not feel like this happens to me for real because it's not possible. Kind of like, if that's your argument, I guess. I still don't get it because it looks like an animal. Like, if you're reading it, then you like, aren't you like imagining that you see the fucking horse tongue kiss the main character who is a normal human? Like, how are you not disgusted by I don't get it. I don't get it.
And we will never have nice things. Or at least the nice things we have won't quickly snowball into degenerative slop as fast. Because at the end of the day, between the whips and chains and step siblings and lacrosse playing werewolves, the heart of what men and women's core desires are actually...
Sorry. I was like, one more thing about it. I feel like maybe I will be able to read it if the horseman, yes, fell in love with a horse girl. Then I can read it because they're both horses, right? And I'm like, oh, okay.
incredibly similar. Across every single study, men and women report the same innate desires. The desire to be wanted, the desire to be chosen, the desire to have their attraction validated, and the desire to feel safe enough to let go. We just clearly have different ways of expressing and engaging in that. So I've marinated a lot in this at this point, and ultimately I do think that I've kind of come up with a reasonable solution for how men and women can tap into each other's innermost hedonism. So without further ado, here it is, the Dadvocate's formal list of how to best goon together. After all,
oh my god, they all have your notepads with you?
a couple that edges together stays together. That's what I always say. I've never said that. No, but seriously.
I mean, but it does seem like that would probably happen, yes.
I have found that men and women work best sexually together when men understand the context.
I'm sorry, but I wasn't listening clearly. I thought she said men and women work best sexually together. What? My god!
Understand that context, not just physical stimulus, is what actually fuels a woman's desire. When women recognize that arousal doesn't just self-generate, you have to actually communicate what you want. When both of them understand that fantasy is a language, not an obligation, and this keeps the pressure off of everybody. And from everything that I've learned across everything that I've studied, the healthiest couples don't kink shame. It doesn't mean they hop on board with absolutely every idea their partner...
when you kink shame, they're gonna be scared of anything. I mean, that makes sense when you kink shame your partner, right? They might be scared to initiate stuff because they think you're gonna embarrass them.
Suggests no one ever does. It just means that they don't make their partner feel like absolute ass for suggesting it. What matters is that fantasies should always be treated as collaborative invitations, not ultimatums, and definitely not silent expectations. And the more I researched this, the more I started to wonder how many people are out there having needlessly bad sex because they just don't know what to ask or mention. Women still aren't figuring out that men aren't mind readers, and men still aren't figuring out that women aren't just sexual vending machines that dispatch arousal on command. I can tell y'all right now, the happiest women with their deepest sexual fantasies fulfilled are the ones who literally speak it into existence. No waiting around, no passive aggressive hints, no tests. And the happiest men with access to the deepest depths of their woman's sexuality are the ones who figured out that sex isn't just about friction. It's about atmosphere. And the people having the most insane coitus of all time are the ones who simply learned how to work together to maximize their experience. After all, it's called a freak show, not a freak solo, people. Anyway, I think that's about all I've got to say on that one. While it may not be safe to say that women want sex as much or as often as men, it's definitely safe to say that we have incredibly similar fantasies and desires. It's also safe to say that both men and women are capable of becoming degenerate gooners. Anyone can goon. Just as our forefathers always wanted. But you've made it this far. I really want to know what you guys think. Was this video even remotely informative and entertaining, or do you hate everything that I said and hate me and hope I stub my toe? Was there anything I forgot to mention that's worthy of a shout? And are there any other subjects that you would love to see me do another deep dive on? Since you've made it this far, you definitely owe it to yourself to spank that like button, gently choke the subscribe if you're new here, and hey, maybe even tie up that notification bell if you want to know when I'm live. And if you need even more Dadvocate, I highly recommend joining either my Patreon or YouTube membership, where you will get early access to videos, ad-free, members-only live, members-only content, access to the Discord, and so many other awesome things. If you don't know, when I'm not making YouTube videos, I'm actually traveling capital to advocate for family court reform, really getting my boots on the ground and doing something that I've always believed in. So your support absolutely helps me do that. But for now, that's about all I've got for you. Thank you so much again to Breath Death for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Bye. Hi! If you liked the video, please make sure that you like it and subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell if you want to see more of it. I also go live on Twitch and on this YouTube channel, so come join us sometimes. Bye!